Good morning and welcome to Fox 29's News Now on this Monday morning. It was another violent night in Philadelphia where Philadelphia police responded to 4 different shootings around the city. This morning, crews are still on the scene of a double shooting in Kensington where one person was killed and another was rushed to the hospital. Fox 29's Steve Keeley filed this report.
After a very violent weekend again here in Philadelphia, when the clock and calendar changed at midnight into a new day, there was no new change in the violence. 4 more shootings in the first 4 hours of the day, including a murder here at the latest at 4:30. And this one appears to be over a slight bumping of cars while parking. A woman in this Chevy Malibu tells police that's how that suddenly escalated, from her telling 2 men in another car that they hit hers to 2 friends coming to her defense. And then they got first into a fist fight, then apparently while winning, got shot by the 2 men in the other car when they grabbed a gun out of it.
It appears from the witnesses we could have had a possible accident that initiated the argument, and from the argument led to the shooting. Right now that's very preliminary. That female has been transported to homicide, and this investigation is ongoing.
So George, this could be a road rage incident that resulted in a murder?
Possibly could have been someone hit somebody's car and somebody said something and started an argument and led to the shooting.
This killing right here, right under a Philadelphia police real-time crime camera that gave police a look at the killer's getaway and their getaway car.
We do have cameras in the area that actually capture a vehicle, possibly a silver, a gray, Ford Taurus, a Mercury Sable, leaving the scene with 2 males, one in the driver's seat, one in the passenger seat, going eastbound on Ontario Street, about 2 minutes from the actual shooting.
This followed 3 other shootings in quick succession, and an innocent bystander, a 46-year-old woman, shot twice in the back here on Krosky Street. After more arguing turned into more gunfire, she told police. 2 men shooting and only the innocent bystander getting hit.
According to the female who was talking, she believes that she was struck by stray gunfire. She believes she was literally caught in the crossfire. She heard an argument, and then she heard the gunshots, and then she realized she was shot twice in her back. She believes that she was not the intended target. She believes that she was caught in the crossfire of 2 individuals firing gunshots after an argument.
Then a man minutes later shot in the face here in an alley behind Belfield Street. Robbed and shot in the face, he told police, and then found an open door and scaring a sleeping woman into a call for help.
And after being shot, the 28-year-old male just went into a nearby home. The back door happened to be unlocked. He walked inside, went upstairs, and woke up a female that was sleeping in a second-floor bedroom and stated to her that he had just been shot. So she did call 911. She doesn't know this male. She states to police that she never saw him before, never saw him in the neighborhood.
All this shooting only hours after a positive packed house here at the Met on North Broad Street. Discussions from all sides on what needs to be done and what can be done to somehow cut down on all the gun violence. All what's happened since shows the need for even more of that talk. In North Philadelphia, Steve Keeley, Fox 29 News.
And this morning in Mount Holly, New Jersey, the sentencing hearing for Kate McClure has been postponed until September. McClure was due in court this morning after pleading guilty for her role in a GoFundMe scam involving a homeless veteran. No word yet on why her sentencing was postponed. And 7 people are still recovering from a shooting at a West Philadelphia playground over the weekend. It happened Saturday night at Baker Playground near the intersection of North 54th Street and Lansdowne Avenue. Neighbors say hundreds were gathered for an annual basketball tournament and cookout when 2 men started shooting into the crowd. So far, no arrests have been made. And here today in Philadelphia, Senator Bernie Sanders is joining the fight against the closure of Hahnemann University Hospital. Today, the Democratic presidential candidate is holding a rally at the hospital. Doors open at 1 p.m. and the rally is set to kick off an hour later. Over the weekend, Drexel University medical students joined in with the Poor People's Campaign. They say the 2,500 people losing their jobs and more than 50,000 people losing a place to get health care is unacceptable. And more in local news this morning. In Northampton County, a man is facing felony charges after climbing a Bethlehem furnace. John Wallace was charged with risking a catastrophe and reckless endangerment after spending 21 hours on top of a furnace at the steel stacks. On Saturday, police ordered everyone to stay away from the Arts Quest building where an event was supposed to take place as they tried to coax Wallace down. And in East Germantown, police are searching for a man who broke into a young woman's home and assaulted her. It happened early Sunday morning around 1 on East High Street near Ross Street. Police say the 19-year-old victim was sleeping when she woke up to find a man standing over her. Police say he touched her inappropriately and she screamed. They believe that scared him off and he left through her window. Neighbors are growing concerned for their own safety.
And then I got my wife right around here. It make me watch my back. I feel like we need to get together. Something is wrong.
So far, no arrests have been made. And in Washington this morning, injecting race into his criticism of progressive Democrats, President Donald Trump said 4 congresswomen of color should go back to, quote, broken and crime-infested countries from which they came, ignoring the fact that all of the women are, in fact, American citizens and 3 were born in the U.S. Trump's attack drew a searing condemnation from Democrats who labeled the remarks racist and breathtakingly divisive. Fox's Doug Luzader has more this morning from Washington.
An explosive President Trump tweet has many Democrats and others as well calling the president a racist this morning.
But as the fallout continues, it follows what had been a growing rift within the Democratic Party.
Here's Doug.
And the president has added to his criticism of 4 freshman Democratic lawmakers.
President Trump headed out for golf yesterday morning, but not before setting off a storm. In his sights, the squad, 4 freshman Democratic far-left lawmakers who have been making some big waves of their own. On Twitter, the president wrote, "Why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came?"
It is absolutely racist and un-American.
Democrats out on the campaign trail and elsewhere condemned the tweet as racist. In truth, only one of the 4 women was born outside of the United States, and all of them shot back with tweets, including this one from Rashida Tlaib. He needs to be impeached.
We're in the arena, and that's all I'm going to say on the subject. So if you want to waste your question, you can waste your question.
As Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi didn't want to talk about her own run-ins with squad members who have bridled at House leadership. The infighting has gotten so bad that Pelosi had been accused of excluding the new members because of their races, and that had the president jumping to Pelosi's defense.
And I'll tell you something about Nancy Pelosi that you know better than I do. She is not a racist, okay? She is not a racist. For them to call her a racist is a disgrace.
And House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has responded to the president, saying that he wants to make America white again. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
All right, we'll stay on that.
And more on Good Day this morning. It is that time of year again, Amazon Prime Day. We checked in with Tracy Carrasco this morning from Fox.
You know, Amazon isn't doing. Amazon isn't the only retail giant with deals today. No. Tracy, is it Tracy today? What are some of the other big stores that have deals today?
Target, Walmart, both of them have deals to compete with Amazon Prime Day. And these retailers are saying, hey, you don't need a membership to shop here on our websites. That's really their biggest draw. Target, they're offering 40% off of furniture, 30% off of some small appliances, cookware, lots of other things like sporting goods, toys, all sorts of things. Walmart, they've got 4 days of deals. They started their sales yesterday. Those are lasting through Wednesday. Best Buy, eBay, also some others. So really we've seen mid-July turning into an online sales shopping event, not just by the retailers, but for consumers as well. Really all started with that Amazon Prime Day, a made-up shopping holiday.
Well, you knew somebody had to compete. I mean, Amazon was just destroying today. And tomorrow, right, Tracy? It's tomorrow, too, for Amazon.
Yes, 2 days. And Target's event is 2 days as well.
Okay.
Walmart's is 4 days. So if you don't shop today, there are other opportunities.
Tracy, you know I'm a big fan of yours, but this particular hairdo,
I know,
it's through the roof great.
Tracy, and the dress together, the combination.
Aw, thanks, guys.
You should
Appreciate
get a
it.
raise. My God. You look fantastic. We'll see you again tomorrow, Trace.
Thank you.
7:27.
And moving on to your Fox 29 Weather Authority. The Philadelphia area is slated for another week of hot temperatures, though with lower humidity. Monday will kick things off with a high of 88 degrees and mostly sunny conditions, though a few afternoon clouds are expected. And like I said, temperatures are expected to remain in the low 90s and upper 80s for the majority of this week. Rain will unfortunately return to the forecast Wednesday with some isolated thunderstorms, and that will be followed up by some scattered thunderstorms on Thursday. And don't forget to download the latest version of the Fox 29 Weather Authority app that has the latest forecast. And in national news
Barry,
this morning,
tropical depression Barry, weaker now, of course. It's over land. It's heading northbound and maybe toward us, but it's going to spark some tornadoes this afternoon. It drenched the Gulf Coast over the weekend and caused heavy flooding throughout parts of Louisiana and Alabama.
Doug, you've been rained on all weekend. What's happening for you this morning there?
A dry shirt, look.
Look, it is dry. Yeah, it's really comfortable. It's kind of nice to have a dry shirt and to get out of the rain slicker for a change. You know, finally, people across the state of Louisiana, for the most part, are having a chance to pick up the pieces. But as you said, others are still kind of hunkering down because this thing still carries with it a lot of rainfall, and it's moving northward and northeast. So people in upper-lying areas now are still facing the prospect of flash flooding. But here in New Orleans, we really dodged a bullet, and there's some meteorological reasons, obviously, for the reasons that we did not see the total rainfalls that they had been expecting. First of all, a meteorological circumstance, which they call a boundary layer, I read this morning, which is right at the northern tier of Louisiana. It prevented the storm system from moving forward. So therefore, that 10 to 20 inches of rain, which they had been predicting, mostly fell in the Gulf of Mexico. And then when it kind of exceeded past the boundary layer and came up the coast a little bit, there were upper-level wind shears, which sort of shore off the top of the thunderstorms, further preventing that 10 to 20 inches of rainfall. So that's what caused the lack of rainfall that we had here. I think we had in the neighborhood of 5 inches here but it could have been so much worse. And as a result of that, we never really got to test that $14 billion investment in the levee system and in the protective drainage system here, which the city upgraded in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. So that's a good thing. There will be some future date where this city will be tested. I should say that there are some circumstances which bear improvement in the city of New Orleans. We saw how these floodgates had been closed across the city and then were reopened on Saturday night. But they had to use bulldozers to close the floodgates and to reopen them because of lack of maintenance. You would not expect that in this city.
No.
You know, given what happened to Katrina, that you would expect that everything would be maintained absolutely perfectly. Apparently, it was not, because they had to use these gigantic bulldozers to close those steel doors shut and then to reopen them again.
That's weird. All right, Doug, why don't you follow the remnants of Barry, and you'll end up visiting us here in Philadelphia. It's coming our way. It would be good to see you.
Heading that way. I hope not.
He doesn't want that assignment.
I want to stay dry for a while. I want to stay dry.
Thank you. Great job this weekend.
And more on Good Day this morning. We give you the story of a local 8-year-old, Kaylee Byers, who has created this black and blue loom bracelet as a way to say thank you to our local police officers.
All heck's breaking loose. Hey, sometimes it's the simple things in life that mean the most. For 8-year-old Kaylee Byers, it was a black and blue loom bracelet. What is that? I'm going to show it to you in just a second. Kaylee wanted to do something to say thank you and show support to police officers, so she made the bracelets and took them to her nearby police departments in Palmyra and Lillet's. No one expected it, and to this day, they have them on their wrists. The police officers are very appreciative of this. In fact, the police department there posted these pictures. Now other departments around the country, around the world are reaching out, and now officers from Chicago to Florida and around the world can be seen sporting these black and blue bracelets. And it all started with that young lady right there. Hi, Kaylee. Hello, Kaylee. Mom and Dad are here, Nikki and Todd. Aren't you proud?
Very.
Kaylee, you're 8 years old. Where do you go to school?
Fort Road Elementary.
And what town is that in?
Palmyra.
In Palmyra, that's where y'all live. Yeah. What's your teacher's name? Well, you're going to get a new teacher, aren't you?
Yeah.
In September or late August. Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you want to do this? Why did you want to say thank you to the police?
Because I didn't like them getting hurt and killed.
Yeah, they're getting hurt and attacked in the country. What department? What police department did you first take the bracelets to?
Palmyra, I think.
Palmyra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she mailed her very first bracelet went to Toronto.
Toronto? Canada?
Yeah.
And Eddie. His name was Eddie.
Eddie? Eddie, the police officer?
Yes.
In Toronto. Well, how did you get to know him? Just online? Yeah?
It was her.
It was her idea?
No, it was my idea. And then she, because I was getting a little nervous, so then I asked if it would be a good idea, and then she said yes, so she asked Eddie.
Eddie the cop. And so Eddie now wears his bracelet. Okay. Are you surprised, Todd, by your daughter?
Very much. I didn't know it was going to be so big. My wife asked me if she should do it, and I said, yeah, go for it. I didn't know it was going to be quite this huge. No.
Is she really well known now in Palmyra?
It's gotten me out of a ticket or two.
Maybe for the rest of your life.
I
now,
hope so.
Do you wear them, or you need to be a police officer, right, to wear them, right? Okay.
Yeah.
How do you where do you make them?
Like, what?
Where do you make them at home?
Yes.
Okay. Show me how you do it. I don't know how to do this. What's this called? Looming?
Loom bracelets.
Loom bracelets.
Yeah.
But you do it with your fingers. You don't have a machine at home? What are those little things?
They're little looms.
They look like rubber. Are they plastic?
It's bands.
They're just little bands. Oh, they expand.
So you get. First, you have to get.
Here.
You have to get 4 of these, and then like twist one first, and then you get the 3 others and put them back on them.
It's
like
tedious.
on in here.
All right, this is like watching paint dry. You know what I mean? Come on.
It takes
And
a
then-
half an hour.
A half an hour to do one?
For her to do one.
Jeez.
And then you flip the twisted one over on the other one.
Can you teach me how to do this? We'll take a break. I'm going to try to learn this in the next 2 minutes. What is that laugh about? She's just like all my coworkers around here. They just laugh. I can do stuff. And plus, I have a surprise for you when we come back.
Okay.
So don't move. All right?
Okay.
And more on Good Day this morning. Did you know that July is National Hot Dog Month? That's right, it gets a whole month. So we're here to show you some gourmet hot dogs that you have to try.
National Hot Dog Month, July is. And so we brought in Michael Seltzer from White Dog Cafe.
Yes, sir.
Now, I've been to 3. How many do you have?
We have 3.
Oh, okay, I've been to all
You've
of them.
been to all of them.
There's one in Wayne.
Yep.
University City.
Yep.
Where's the other one?
Haverford.
Haverford, that's it. So we're going to try to make 4. These are what we'd call gourmet dogs, don't you think? It's just not regular condiments.
It's no, definitely not regular condiments.
First of all, what kind of hot dog is that?
It's an all beef hot dog.
Okay.
We like the split top rolls, kind of get all the condiments on top there.
Okay. Oh, so you cut them.
Yeah, we cut them so they don't split apart when we're grilling them.
Okay. What's the first one?
So the first one's going to be the white dog, right? So we have a little bit of aioli. It's a white truffle aioli. Right. We're going to put that right on top.
Okay.
And then it's finished with our shell barcalo goat cheese.
Goat cheese?
Which is a little bit of local goat cheese.
Okay.
And then a mushroom relish.
I've never heard of mushroom relish.
Well, you have now. So we are going to, it's just some mushrooms. It's almost mushrooms chopped up in the style of relish.
Okay. Is that it?
And that's going to be it right there.
Okay, Sean, I'll hold this. If you could try that. Sean is also our hot dog taster today. What school do you go to?
It's good.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good. Really good.
Even the mushroom relish?
It's good. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. All right. What's next?
All right, so the next one's our chili cheese dog. Right? So we have a little PA Noble cheddar cheese whiz. And a little cheese sauce right there. We have our house-made Green Meadow Farm beef chili.
Oh, now that looks good. Oh, yeah. Chili dog.
Chili dog, exactly.
Okay, Sean.
And then a little bit of just pickled shallots on top to finish it.
I like pickled shallots. I like anything pickled.
Yeah, it cuts through the fat of that.
In fact, I'm
there you
sure
go, Sean. Get that one.
My body will be pickled soon.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. Up.
Sorry. Do you like chili?
Yeah, I don't mind chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't mind chili.
I'm actually a pretty particular eater, but
How are you?
Yeah.
I picked the wrong guy.
But these are actually really good. They're good
Okay,
stuff.
what's
Yeah, it's all
next?
good.
Perfect. The next one is going to be our Southwest hot dog. So we have a chipotle aioli that we're going to start with.
Oh, that's why you brought the guacamole in.
Exactly.
Southwestern United States.
Yes.
Yeah, like Arizona, whatever.
Exactly.
Okay.
And all these hot dogs are going to be available on August 19th. We're doing an event for Alpha Bravo Canine. And all the proceeds from these hot dogs will be donated to the charity.
That's going to be a great event.
It's going to be really fun. They're going to bring
Hot
some
dogs
dogs.
as far as you can see.
Exactly. Hot dogs everywhere.
That is great. Okay, last one.
And the
You
last
like
one?
that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, guess what?
What?
My first time having guacamole.
What? You've never had guacamole? You are a picky eater.
Yeah. Very picky.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, and the last one is probably the one for Sean. It's our backyard dog. So it's
All
just mushroom, ketchup, and a little bit of chopped up homemade barbecue chips.
Nice.
To get a little crunch on it.
I can. That's what I ride with. That's what I would guess.
So what are you, meat and potatoes? Is that it?
Yeah, carnivore. Yeah.
All right, try that last one because there's nothing wild about that one.
Yeah, that one's kind of like the...
There we go.
The event is August 16th?
It is August 19th.
19th.
August 19th, yes.
Now this.
That's a good one, see?
That's the one?
Yeah, it's more,
For me.
it's calm.
barbecue.
Good to see you, man.
Nice to see you.
I'll see you
Thanks.
at the event.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Okay,
Thanks, Sean.
USA's World Cup win and
And that is going to do it for us today at Fox 29's News Now. Be sure to catch us again tomorrow, same time, same place, 10 a.m., and follow us at fox29.com, as well as our mobile app and across social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And thank you for joining us.